Hello there, my name is Steve. I want to welcome you to this website. As you can see right next to me here, we've got a book called 5 Meditations That Will Make You Rich. Now I'm going to give you this book completely free of charge. I'm also going to give you permission to give it away to other people, and I'm actually going to pay you to do that. More about that in just a few moments. First of all, I want to explain to you why I wrote this book, what it can do for you, and exactly how and why it works. So let me take you back to my 18th birthday, which was February the 3rd of 1992. I can't really remember much about my birthday apart from one very important and rather tragic thing. On my 18th birthday, that was the very first day that I went through zero in the wrong direction. So that is the first day that I ever experienced being in debt. I then remained in debt for the following 11 years until around about February, maybe March of 2003. Now during that time, I wanted to be rich, I had several jobs, I ran a few businesses, and I did several things that should have broken me out of this poverty trap, but it didn't, and life really felt like a struggle. Now, the reason this happened is because of something inside everybody's subconscious mind called your inner wealth blueprint. You have a belief at a subconscious level that you're not aware of that dictates your current situation to do with your financial circumstances. Between the years of 1992 and 2003, my inner wealth blueprint was a terrible one. I was a very spiritual person. I wanted to increase my spirituality, but I connected the idea of being spiritual with the idea of poverty, with images of Gandhi in my mind. So, in order to be able to be spiritual, I had to be poor. I'd also connected the idea of having money as being a victim or a target, like other people would try and take that money away from me. And I'd got that money is evil kind of thing going on in my mind too. Now this programming, it comes from films that you watch, things that your parents might have said, stuff you learned at school, all stuff that you've learned all the way through your life. Now you're not consciously aware of what this is, but if you want to know what your inner wealth blueprint is right now, just look around you. Whatever you're experiencing in your life right now is a direct result of your inner wealth blueprint. So for that 10, 11 years between 1992 and 2003, my inner wealth blueprint was making life a struggle. Money was bad, money was difficult to get money was hard, and having money was evil. So they're all negative things, which made my conscious desires to be rich incredibly difficult. It works a little bit like this. Let's say we've got two destinations. The first one we'll say the first one's over here, and this is abundance and prosperity. This is what we consciously desire. And then over here, we've got poverty and struggle and lack and all those things that we try to move away from. If you imagine that these two things are connected together by a river, this river represents your subconscious mind, and your inner wealth blueprint dictates whether that river is going to be flowing towards abundance and life is going to be easy, or whether that river is going to be flowing towards poverty and life is going to be a struggle. Now what you consciously desire, up inside your conscious mind, all those goals and aspirations that you have, this is like a little boat that's floating on the top of the river. If your subconscious mind is taking you towards poverty, but you want to go towards abundance, that's like this little boat is trying to paddle upstream. So it's like you're in a river, perhaps in a canoe, and you're struggling to paddle upstream. It's a struggle. It requires a huge amount of energy, and the moment you relax, you start floating all the way back to where you've just come from. It is impossible to break away from what your subconscious mind believes should be your reality. The only way you can change this is to reprogram your inner wealth blueprint. And as I'm sure you've already guessed, that's what this book does for you. Back in 2003, around about November, I decided that I'd had enough of being poor, I'd had enough of struggling, so I decided to use self-hypnosis to reprogram my inner wealth blueprint. I broke those connections of saying rich equals bad and poor equals good, and I flipped them around. So now inside my mind, I believe that being rich is an incredibly good thing, which it is. Rich people can do a tremendous amount for charity. Bill Gates is given more money to charity than any other person in existence ever, and he's incredibly wealthy. Now also, you can do a lot more in your own life. You don't have to go to work when you're incredibly abundant, so you can focus on your own spiritual growth. Now that's what was important to me, but for whatever reasons you want to be rich, in order for you to succeed, your subconscious mind and your inner wealth blueprint needs to support it so that you can move towards the abundance you desire without any conflict. Otherwise, you get pulled straight back again. So this is what I did. In late 2002 is when I started using these meditations. By March of 2003, just less than a month after my less than a month after my 28th birthday, by doing this, I was able to retire. I was able to pay off my debts. I was able to move from where I was living at the time, which was a one-bedroom flat. I had an armchair. I had a little clock radio with a 2-inch TV screen in it, and I had a chessboard, and that was about it. I had a little kitchenette on the side of my one-bedroom flat, and a little bathroom on the other side of it. That's how I was living. It was appalling circumstances. I wasn't homeless or anything like that, so I'd not got that situation where my life had got to such a point where I suddenly clicked and thought, right, now I'm going to do it. So that I hadn't gone through any of those kind of situations, which a lot of people have. But I'd got to a point where I said, enough is enough. I really need to start turning this around, end this struggle, and reprogram myself so that I can succeed. Now, the only reason I was able to do that, I am a hypnotherapist. I was running a hypnotherapy clinic at the time. And what I was doing with my clients, I was seeing it was changing their lives. But I was never doing this to myself. So I decided to turn these tools that I'd learned to be able to change other people's minds on my own subconscious mind. I reprogrammed this inner wealth blueprint using these 5 meditations, and that changed the way that I think about money. It changed my belief system. It connected money to good, so it becomes something that my subconscious mind wanted me to achieve. Now, when I was able to do this, I immediately started to make money. In 2003, I was able to retire. From that date, I've never worked for anybody else at all, and everything I've done since then has been a runaway success. And also, the things that I do to make money now, they don't feel like work or struggle, they're easy. Because if you think about that river, I've moved the river from pointing towards the poverty, I've shifted that flow so it now flows towards abundance. So now my little boat on top is just naturally going in the way that I desire. So my conscious goals and my subconscious beliefs are in perfect alignment, so I'm getting what I want. That's what these meditations do for you. Now, I want to very quickly explain a little bit about how you can make money by giving this book to other people. As you'll see on this page, if you scroll down, first of all, directly beneath me, you'll see a small form. If you fill in your name and your email address on that form, you can download this book. It is totally free. You can give that book away. Anybody that gets a copy of that book from you, you can put a link inside that is branded. Now that branded link will tell me that you gave that copy of that book to somebody. Now if that person reads the book, comes back to this website, you'll see if you scroll down there are some hypnosis MP3 recordings that you can download for instant download. If you decide to purchase those, it will skyrocket your success and it will enable you to change this inner wealth blueprint completely effortlessly. Just pop on the hypnosis recording, you listen to it, it goes in, it reprograms your subconscious mind. There are 6 recordings in total. The first meditation in this book, there are 2 options. It's not an either or, they're both incredibly good and I use them both, but I said 5 meditations because they're very similar, the first 2. So you can use those in any order you desire, just listen to them, see which one you like, listen to them as you're falling asleep, and it will reprogram your subconscious mind and create a positive wealth blueprint in your mind that's going to support growth and abundance and prosperity and wealth. Now here's the important bit. When you give that book to other people and they click on the link to come back to this website, that branded link tells me that you sent them back to the site. Now if they choose to purchase the hypnosis downloads, when they buy the hypnosis downloads, you get half the money. So for every single person that decides to buy the hypnosis downloads that accompany the meditations in this free book, I'm going to pay you 50% of the profit. So I'll get half, you'll get half, which I think is more than fair. So what I'm going to encourage you to do, pop this book on your Facebook page, give it to your friends, give it to your family, distribute it in any way you see fit, apart from no spam. If you spam people, you forfeit any profits that you can earn from that. We don't tolerate spam whatsoever, we don't like it, and we're certain that other people don't like it too. So you can give this book away as long as you don't spam it to people. And you can give away tens of thousands of copies of this book, and every single person that gets your copy of this book comes over to this website, decide to buy those Hypnosis MP3 downloads, you're going to get half of the money back. So if you think about it, you can reprogram your mind for success effortlessly by using the meditations that are on this page, the hypnosis downloads, turbocharge that, and then as soon as 2 people have got this book from you and done exactly the same thing, you've got yours completely free. So you can reprogram your subconscious mind, align your inner wealth blueprint with your own goals and desires so that you're moving towards the place you want to go. Life is no longer a struggle, it becomes effortless, it becomes effortless, and you get exactly what you desire. So that's all from me. What I'd like you to do now is to pop your details in this form. That will automatically download this book for you or send it to your email address, and then have a good old read through the rest of this page. You'll learn more about me, more about why I wrote this book and exactly what it can do for you. And then at the bottom of the page you'll see those valuable hypnosis downloads, and there's some samples down there so you can have a little listen to those to see what you think, what they're like, and then if you decide to purchase them, just scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page and you can purchase the hypnosis downloads. And if you're not happy with them for whatever reason, just email me at info@5meditations.com. Let me know you're not happy within 60 days and you'll get all your money back. So it's completely risk-free. The reason I've put all this together is to try and help people to break out of wherever they're trapped at the moment, make some money, and I'm kind of hoping, you don't have to do this, but I'm kind of hoping that you're kind of spiritually minded yourself, and this is going to enable you to increase your own spiritual growth, because I'm a firm believer that we all need to raise our consciousness on a global scale. So this is my little bit to help that happen. Since I left work in 2003, I've not been stressed. I don't have to worry about paying bills because all this stuff happens automatically for me. I don't have to go to work, so I'm not devoting half of my thinking time to somebody else. So I'm able to focus on my own spiritual growth. Now for me, that's the most important part of being wealthy. Being able to focus on what really, really matters to you at a very deep level. And I'm hoping that you're going to use this as a catalyst to be able to do that yourself and give this book to so many people and enable them to do it too, so that spiritually we'll hit a global critical mass and all ascend to the next dimension. So none of that really matters, that's my own spiritual beliefs, but what this is important for is to create that inner wealth blueprint so that we connect up money equals good at a subconscious level, and then you can start making money effortlessly and easily. So get downloading. Thank you for watching this video and you take care. I'll see you soon. Namaste.